Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the description.
Jody, I'm begging of you, please go save my son. Jody, deep within you lies a hell demon. Your power is beyond compare, with Baylor's brawn and fiery hair, with burning steel and whip you'll make them bleed. Tear right through these avalanches and end the fight and save our skins, and I cannot compete with you, Jody. Nick sees you as his real dad. There's nothing I can do about that. It's time for you to face the truth, Jody. And losing him will break my heart, especially when his dad's an arc, but you don't know what he means to me, Jody. Jody, I'm begging of you, please go save my son. Jody, it's time for you to be a hell
Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies live from Freddie's living room.
Whoa.
Finally, all the
Reunited.
gang back together. This is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, not a BDSM podcast.
We're back together live, and we finally got rid of Jimmy.
Where we play four dads flung into the Forgotten Realms in a quest to rescue their lost sons. My name is Freddie Wong, also known as DJ Glenn Close. The closer. The closer.
The closer?
That was his name? That's the opposite of what DJ wants to do. They don't want to close the party.
Are you kidding? Yeah, you do. You want
How
to be the
is his
closer.
DJ name
Wait.
not Danger Close?
That's good. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Kira said
It's like, all right, everybody, you ready for the dance party? Let's get started. And Freddie's like, all right, everybody, let's close this party out. And he closes the party on the first song.
Not the first song. Anyway, I play Glenn Close, the rock and roll bard slash DJ dad of the group. You don't like that?
No, I just don't.
It's a lot of change. It's a lot of change for me, but keep going.
I support people being true to themselves, but honestly, I wish he kept that secret to himself. Like, I don't need no.
I want to say
DJ.
this does not apply to all real life DJs who are great and keep the fucking James.
Oh yeah, name one real life DJ. Go
the
ahead.
guy at my wedding
Name
whose
one.
name I can't remember, and Tiesto is a DJ.
That's the best you
And
can
there's
do.
Skrillex and Dead Mouse 5 and Skrillex. And I respect them. They keep the jams jumping. They keep the party going. So DJs are great.
This week's dad fact for Glenn. Glenn, as we found out last episode, spends most of the year as a party and events DJ. A little Glenn fact. Some hard-fought DJ rules that he's learned, sometimes the hard way, sometimes just common sense. So when you're doing a wedding, Glenn learned, don't play Gold Digger by Kanye West at a wedding.
Oh no,
That's not a good needle drop.
they have a clean version of that for parties. They
Yeah,
must.
that's not the problem.
You can't
with
clean up the
song.
theme of the song.
Theme of the song.
No,
Matt.
that's
That's
bullshit.
on bops.
I'm not saying she's a gold digger. I'm saying she loves him very much, and that's why she's with him.
Yes, that's the lyrics.
I think that, like, thematically, any song goes at a wedding. Your
Yeah.
job is to get people who don't dance out on a dance
Half
floor.
the songs people dance to are about horrible things.
I want to throw out there that not every song goes. In fact, the first thing any self-respecting DJ does at a wedding is ask the bride and the groom, hey, what's the no playlist? What are the songs you can't play?
I want to point out that I'm the best person to dance at a wedding that has ever happened.
Ooh, I've heard this claim before, Beth.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Well, invite me to your wedding next time.
On that bombshell.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together for about 6 years, so you're due for a new one in about a year and a half. Oh, no. Clear your calendar. Go scratch that 7-year itch, baby.
Love you, Warren.
She doesn't listen to this show. That's why it's going to happen. That's why we're quits.
She's like, she'll listen to the half she owns when she gets it.
That's great.
Hey, everybody. My name is Matt Arnold. I played Daryl Wilson, a stay-at-home coach dad who became a barbarian upon entering this magical world of whimsy and danger and horrible violence. So, quick dad fact about Daryl Wilson. It's also about Grant. Daryl and Grant are 6-time consecutive winners of the San Dimas Pinewood Derby.
Oh.
Daryl is very into the Pinewood Derby. Now,
I could see that.
Yeah. Now, to be clear, the last 3 years, Grant was not there. He got out of it, started playing Fortnite, but Daryl kept submitting the cards. He's like, oh, sorry, he couldn't come tonight. He's sick. But he just loved doing it so much, and it still says, the cards still say Grant on it, and he just still goes.
What's the Pinewood Derby?
Oh, the Pinewood Derby is a Boy Scout or Cub Scout thing where you make little wooden cars and you race them. So it's all about like, you put
it's
weights
like
on
in the
them.
beginning of Cool Runnings, the push cart.
Yes, yeah.
But they're
Awesome.
teeny tiny. Like
They're
no
teeny
one's
tiny,
in them.
though.
Like they're like the
nobody's
size
in
of a
them.
shoe, basically.
Yeah, it's like Hot Wheels. It's Hot Wheels that you learn wood carving on. So yeah, that's it. So he's still going. We'll see how many years until somebody calls out like, hey, we haven't seen Grant here
Yeah, wait
for
a
a
second.
while.
Grant is definitely old enough to not be in Cub Scouts anymore.
No,
right?
the 12. I think Boy Scouts get 7th and 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
Good try,
Damn.
CinemaSins.
I almost had him. The next time, Lupin, I'll catch you yet. Hey everyone, I'm Will Campos. I play the granola munching, crunchy munchy hippie nature druid dad Henry Oak. I did it backwards that time for some reason. Wow. All right.
Wow.
My Henry fact this time, I'm going to open up the book of Oak family secrets. Secrets. Way back in the day, after she first came to the Forgotten Realms, Hildy Russet saved.
Nice.
What am I saying?
No, don't worry.
Of
Don't worry.
course, yeah.
Keep going.
We
Keep
didn't
going.
say
It's all
anything.
good.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Was it funny? Can
Yeah.
you share it with the
Yeah.
rest of the class?
You said when she first came and there was a long pause, not that long, but long enough that all of us got to look at each other to finish that sentence. Continue.
I'm so glad we're back in person,
Yeah, can
everybody.
we can look at each other now.
Yeah.
Ooh, you thought it too.
He said the word cave. And sometimes that means something else.
Instead of nice, whenever someone does the came thing, I'm just to say, good for them. Good for them. When Hildy Russet first came, good for them, to the Forgotten Realms, she saved the life of a minor forest deity and was granted a boon. One wish that could be granted to anyone in the Oak lineage, and this is a one-time only, if you say the secret name of this forest spirit. So she never used it because this was such an awesome power and she never had a chance in her life. She passed it down to her firstborn child, Bear, who passed it down to his firstborn child, Hen, who promptly forgot it when he came to our world.
Did you check with Anthony that this was okay?
Nope, first time hearing of it.
For years and years and years, this powerful name lay secret in the back of Henry's mind until one moment, a moment of such soul-shattering despair and horror that it brought him to the very edge and brink of his sanity. The name leapt forth from within his subconscious and sprung from Henry's lips, and the boon was unleashed, and his wish was granted, and that's how Larkin Sparrow finished body training.
Damn.
Body training.
It was...
I heard body training.
I also
How
did.
Larkin Sparrow finished potty training, it was very bad at the Oak household, and they had a lot of shag carpet. Like there was a
Can't
lot.
do it.
There was a lot of carnage going on, and if Henry knew about this power now and could look back at all the crazy shit that's happened to him in his life, he still would use the wish to get Larkin Sparrow through potty training.
Very bad.
Damn, okay.
You know what? I will say, for a little behind the scenes, Beth
Little
and I both...
behind the scenes. We're talking about potty training.
Nice. Right before we record, Beth and I were both like, oh shit, we don't have a dad fact. We'll think about it. And Will gave us like the most fucking teacher he scoffed at us. Like,
But then
like
we just
really
saw him read
unprofessional.
an email to himself.
And now I get it because look at the work he did. He fucking
Yeah.
like wrote like a novel
Yeah.
over there. I get it. Well, you're
No,
right. I'm gonna
it's-
try. Will, I'm gonna try
You know
harder
what?
next
Here's
week.
the tip.
I'm
Here's
gonna try
the
harder
tip.
next week.
Just 5 minutes before you show up, you think, what's my dad fact? And then you come in and you got it
Shut
ready
the
to go.
fuck up.
I hate this. I am so personally like, just offended. Okay. Listen. Hi, my name's Beth May, and I play Ron Stampler, emotionally detached stepfather and rogue. Fun fact about Ron this week: one of the reasons that Ron is so maybe not nervous but reluctant to really talk about the ins and outs of fatherhood as it relates to Terry Jr. is because when he married Samantha, Samantha asked him to sign an NDA, which is a new dad agreement. And, it was in truth just sort of Samantha's way of making sure that Ron checked off the list of like, I will put Terry's needs in front of my own or whatever. Fucking Samantha's just a good person.
Just a
like,
couple of himbos.
and so, yeah, he signed it without reading it.
Like any good businessman.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Anthony Burch. I'm your dad. So this is the first episode that we're recording live. So I figured I would take this opportunity to be, first ever. I would take this opportunity to be sincere for basically the first time in the 2+ years we've been doing this podcast. So I'm going to very quickly compliment each of you earnestly. Prepare yourselves. So I think Freddie is basically the most workhorse human being I've ever met in my life. This podcast would not exist without him. The editing, the creativity that goes into all of the audio design, in addition to what Chad helps with and all that
Chad
stuff.
too.
Chad as well. But Freddie was the one who came up with the idea for the podcast and then made it come into being. He and I and Lauren sort of talked it over and had the quote unquote the idea. But as Freddie was fond of saying when we worked together before, ideas don't actually matter. It's it's doing the thing, and Freddie's better at doing the thing than anybody I've ever met. So I'm always blown away by that.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
Beth, I think, is probably one of the most naturally talented people I've ever met in my entire life. Certainly one of the funniest. Every time we record, I always feel I'm really glad we're getting to do this with Beth before she explodes and doesn't return our calls and stuff like that. I feel very blessed to know Beth. I think Jimmy hustles better than any human being I've ever met in my entire life. If it hadn't been for meeting Jimmy and Freddie, I would have thought that I was pretty good at staying busy. Jimmy is one of the most consistently upbeat and active and just getting shit done human beings that I've ever met. And I find that incredibly impressive. And that's why I took him off the show, because it was getting too much on my nerves.
Nice.
I'm trying to decide who goes last, because it feels like that's the one that you care the most about.
I'm so vulnerable right now with potty training that I'm literally going to cry right now.
All right, well, I'll save you for last time.
I'll
save you for last.
Hit him last.
All right, so I think Will's almost unquestionably the best writer I've ever met.
Oh my
far
God.
away. I think he has the
You're
best
fucking
understanding of story and character and motivation, all that kind of stuff. The number of times that he's sent me texts hey, what if we did this in the podcast, and I do it, and then it fucking works out. So actually, specifically the fact that Nicholas is the one who's getting beaten up on and is sort of the fulcrum for Jody leaving and stuff, that's a Will special of hey, that should be the thing that brings them together and causes the breakup and all that stuff. So I think I'm constantly impressed by how good Will is at
Will's
writing.
into fridging. No, I'm okay.
Yeah. Will's can you give her a sister and then kill that sister, make it really sad? I'm being sincere.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Anthony. It's very, very, very nice.
That was okay. And then Matt is, without question, the most charismatic human being I've ever met. Just through sheer force of being persuasive, managed to convince a bunch of us to play bad video games that we don't want to play, bad board games that we don't want to play, because he's such a pleasure to be around. He's an incredible good friend. He's also has an amazing story sense and is also just generally one of the more sincere and thoughtful and intelligent people that I've ever met.
I love you, Anthony.
And also, my hairs are beginning to grow back, and so I have a bunch of ingrown hairs. So it's they have goosebumps. So it's my dick, my ass, and my balls have all seen a ghost.
Oh,
No,
God.
I'm not letting you get away with that. I love you, Anthony.
I love you too,
I love you,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Love you, Anthony. I heard when the hair grows back, it's the worst.
It's not the worst. It's just a lot of them are ingrown, and there's a lot of bumpies down
Does
there.
your butt look like House MD right now? Do you know what I mean?
Damn, yeah.
That's double.
When do you go back? Haircuts are every couple of months. How
6
often?
weeks.
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So every 6 weeks you got to do this now?
Every 6 weeks, I get to do this.
Nice.
Are
My
you doing
neck,
the same
my
person?
back.
I've developed a rapport with them. I'm not going to go start a new relationship with somebody else.
Don't change horses midstream.
No,
Matt.
you gotta let them know that you don't need them. You need to have one that you go back and forth to. So you let them know.
This guy
treat me
saw
right.
Anthony's butt, and it was like Michelangelo seeing the slab of marble he carved the statue of David
Yeah,
out of.
I can't stop his art midway through. Also, all the sincere stuff was just so I could get to that punchline. I don't
No, I
actually
love
care
it.
about any of it.
No, I love it.
So when we last left our dads, they were trying to rescue Nicholas from a couple of aboleths after a bomb exploded the bridge leading out of Book Castle. Nicholas was swallowed whole. In the struggle to get him free, Jody Foster and his son Nicholas both decided to basically accept their inner demons, so to speak, and turned into their proper demon forms and absconded to the infernal plane after having a nice, very brief farewell with Glenn Close.
Normally when men accept their inner demons, they just turn into big douchebags, but you gotta give it up for them.
Yeah, Jody's hey, I'm an asshole, just so you know, but since I've said it, that means it's okay. The hole in reality seals itself as Jody and Nicholas depart for what may be the last time you ever see them. The door that you exited on the other side of the destroyed bridge, you see Boreanaz and his friends who are shaking their heads free of the spell that you cast on them. And Boreanaz sees you all across the bridge. He goes, "Oh, where's the demon? Did we kill our bomb exploded. Yeah, us. Did we kill a demon?
Oh my God.
We killed the demon, right?
Hey,
us.
hey guys,
us."
keep it down here. We gotta dad who just lost a... Hey, Glenn, you okay, man? You guys shut up for a second?
You guys set the bomb?
It's called a contingency plan, and it turns out it worked pretty well. So you're welcome.
Hold me back, Daryl. Hold me back.
Okay, I hold Glenn back.
And I make a big show of like, I'm gonna punch you, David Boreanaz.
Oh, are you actually not trying to go?
Well, I mean...
No, then I pull you back too far and we tumble.
Okay,
full on, like, ready. Like, he assumes you're actually going after them.
I get suplexed by Daryl.
Can I roll to see if actually I need dice?
Oh, shit. Holy shit, you're right.
You don't want to use the app anymore, do you?
Hold on, wait. We need to get dice, everybody.
Oh my God, real dice. It's been so long.
Like, I haven't touched real dice in so long.
Beth, here's your
Thank you.
I can't not see that as, like, her getting, like, a toddler plate.
That's
Here's your
exactly
dice
how you have to
tray.
treat me with
Can
the
I have
dice.
a kids menu?
Totally forgot we roll dice in this game.
Easy to pick up, hard to put down.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I can find the lure.
So go ahead and roll perception.
I got a 19.
Okay, so with that, you can easily see that sort of still hooked into one of the shards of flesh on the still steaming and exploded stump of what used to be an aboleth's head. You can very easily see that your lure is still stuck in there, and you can take it out with an incredible amount of ease.
Okay, I'm really sorry, Daisy or Donald.
That was Daisy.
I didn't mean for it to be like this. And I just take it.
Hey, Boreanaz.
What?
That bomb really sucked, dude.
I mean, it seemed like it got rid of 2 demons, so...
Well, no, it didn't, in point of fact, sir. In fact, it nearly killed all of us and our children. And then, because we had to kill the demons, and then one of the... I'm sorry, I'm freaking out a little bit. Like, heavy stuff has happened since we saw you last, sir. And I just think you should be more sensitive to the fact that we've got dads here that are dealing with a lot of trauma that just happened, and then you're drunk, butt wanders in here, and you're just taking credit for stuff, and well, sir, it's just not very nice.
Boreanaz, after hearing that outburst from Henry, uses a message to put a voice in Henry's head that is just him whispering, "You're welcome, baby."
What's that? It's like one of those ASMR videos. Yucky, yeah.
You watch those videos?
It means awesome silent
Man
reaction,
radio.
I think. Awesome silent man radio. Yeah, that's what it means.
You gotta tell, is that what, because again, I don't do a lot, but like I've seen that on. I'm not searching. But I've seen that on Grant's computer, and I figure, boys, they're gonna do it.
No, it's just like a chill thing. It's like nature sounds and stuff like that. But it kind of gives me the icky wickies when you hear someone whispering in your ear. It's kind of part of why I don't like listening to NPR all that much.
All right, I'm just gonna ask Grant what ASMR is when I see him.
Nick like ASMR.
Oh.
Anyway.
Don't know what it is, but okay. So it seems like a normal thing that kids like.
Yeah.
Hey, Peyton, do you have ASMR here?
I mean, he immediately, Payne climbs onto your shoulders and then just puts his mouth way too close to your ear and he goes, "We have this."
Get off me, Payne.
It's like I'm here. It's like I'm right here.
All right, I put him down.
So Payne goes like, "All right, so do we want to head back to Walter the kids, or we could go straight to get Rod's Acre?" Actually, you know what? Before we go to Rod's Acre, could you drop me off somewhere? Because I don't want to. Because if Willie shows up, I would not want to.
Where, Ron? At your anchor?
No, before that.
Well, Peyton, did you just say you don't want to come with us? I thought you were all about the butt kicking.
Because Willie was.
Oh, yeah.
I would prefer not.
Well, that's okay, buddy. You don't have to come.
Okay, thank you.
I'll take care of you, and we'll not go either.
Yeah, we could just stay together.
Okay.
You guys could do it without us.
We should go Walter. Let's go Walter. We can.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, let's go Walter.
We'll talk about it on the way.
Okay.
And hey, by the way, Boreanaz, frick you, sir. You're not a very good sheriff, and you're a big part of the problem around here.
I want to wing a rock at Boreanaz.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and give me a ranged attack.
5 + 8, 13.
No. You barely miss him, and then once again, Henry hears a whisper going, "No, frick you, my friend."
Frick you.
I know that's not what nature means, but like literally it is in Daryl's nature. If one man throws a rock, he just also has to throw a rock.
Go ahead, do it.
So I'm going to roll nature to see if I throw a rock first.
Roll nature.
I rolled a 1.
You throw your wallet at him.
Daryl's just for some reason disappointed and sad now. He's just like, oh well.
There's no
Are we at
rocks.
full
The
health?
rocks.
Oh, yes. Oh, sorry. Thank you for asking that.
Did
Beth.
we level up?
Yes, you've all leveled up.
Oh my god.
Everybody's back at full health. Everybody's
This makes up
leveled
for losing my kid.
Kids come and go. Levels are forever. You head back to the secret meetup spot that Walter and you agreed on previously. He found a cave this time that is actually behind a waterfall.
So we're dripping wet.
You're dripping wet as you step through, but you look cool. It looks hot. As you step through, you notice immediately a couple of things. Secondly, you notice the looks of I'm doing it for dramatic reveal purposes.
Got it.
Secondly, you notice that the children that you left behind are looking at you with confusion and not a small amount of worry, having presumably noticed that 2 of your number are now missing. Firstly, you notice that Walter is inside what appears to be a sort of fantasy version of a wheelchair that he is fixing up for himself because his legs are gone.
Whoa,
What?
What?
Wait,
What happened?
Walter!
Hey, you back?
What, bro?
Oh, yeah, but Bounty Hunter had a scimitar. They called him Ezra the Blade. He surprised us at night. Got these babies from me. Lark and Sparrow woke up in time to like hit him, so I like woke up and got just out of the way. The blade was going to hit my neck, but it hit my legs instead, so I strangled him.
Oh.
Wait, is he here? His body?
His body? No, I buried that. Oh, no,
Where did you bury him? Who does he work for?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there are wanted posters everywhere from us. I think
that's
it's
fair.
Willie put out wanted posters for all the bounty hunters in the realms to come find us. So
That's weird because like my dad's name is Willie, and so you know.
no, I'm
It's
talking
your
about
dad,
your
Ron.
dad.
I think
We're
it's
talking
your
about your
dad.
dad.
Henry, roll perception.
Okay, I'm pretty good at that. I got a 22.
Wow. Okay, so with the 22, before you even see it, you can sense it in the air. In the moist air of this cave, you can feel a unique familial anger radiating from a corner of the cave. And you turn and you see that behind Walter's wheelchair, helping him with a couple of fantasy wrenches, which I assume are just wrenches, but made
just wrenches.
made of wood.
They have metal.
Metal technology has not expanded to wrenches yet in the Forgotten Realms.
All wooden sticks.
You see Lark and Sparrow, and you can tell that Lark is pretty cross. He is fuming. And Sparrow goes, "Yes, Father, there was a bounty hunter ambush, and he attacked us, and we lacked the means to defend." And before he can finish what he's saying, Lark goes, "If only we had had a couple of Hulk fist gauntlets, we could have easily beaten away the intruder. I attempted to fight the intruder with my normal meat fist, and it was insufficient. And now my good friend Walter, my surrogate daddy Walter, is missing his legs. And you must atone for this, Father. This is your.
Oh, my beautiful boys! And I run and I hug them and start crying.
You can feel Sparrow hold you and hug you back, and you can feel Lark not do that. And in this moment, your mind is cast back to when you first drew from the deck of many things, and the rogue card came up and promised you that someone in the future would hold a grudge against you. And you now know in your heart that that person is your own son,
Wait, what?
Lark Oak.
Dang, dog.
Oh man.
And when he pulls away, when your two sons pull away from you, Sparrow is wiping tears from his eyes, and Lark is just looking at you with anger.
I can't handle this.
Henry is just speechless. He doesn't know what to say. I reach out for Lark. Say, Lark, buddy, I know what you went through must have been so sorry, and I'm so sorry I wasn't here to help protect you guys. But I know you did a really good job helping Walter, and I'm really proud of you. Okay?
He reaches out with his hand, palm up, and he says, "The gloves."
I lean over and I say, "Hey, this is like kids like to test boundaries. This is like not the time. I know they want to give them the gloves, but don't want to give them the gloves right now."
Lark, I can't give you the gloves, buddy. I'm sorry.
He, without saying another word, turns away and walks back behind Walter's wheelchair again and continues to start tightening bolts with his fantasy wrench. And he does not look at you.
Hey, do you think like the fantasy, like Philip's head's like a elf name, you know?
It's a drizzed head.
Nice.
Great joke.
Nice.
Get some tool jokes in here, light in the moon. Love it. Henry just walks off to stare at the waterfall by himself for a second. I give Sparrow a reassuring pat on the shoulder and a kiss on the forehead. And then I say, look after your brother, okay, buddy?
He smiles and nods at you, but you can tell he's very sad.
Holy shit.
I go to Ron, I'm like, what's Lark's deal?
I don't know. I mean, I've been through the same thing. Kids like to test boundaries, right, Daryl?
Yeah, no, it's
It's yeah.
that's a tough one. I give Henry kind of like a hand on the shoulder as he like walks away. Like, that's
I need to be alone for a while,
Yeah.
Daryl.
all good, man. I go over to Grant.
So Grant sees you coming and he goes, where's...
Grant, are you okay?
I'm fine. Walter saved us. He's great. But where's Jody? Where's Nick? Nicholas, sorry.
Glenn sighs and goes, well, folks, here's the long and short of it. That Jody guy that you all remember Jody?
You hear four voices simultaneously say yes.
Yeah, that was like he wasn't part of the group alternate timeline thing. Best not think about it too hard, but he's gone now. And technically, Nicholas was like more his son than mine. So, I mean, I guess they're good. They're taken care of, I guess. I got Nick Jr. though. I got this guy right here. Hey,
Squeak, squeak. Terry Jr. squints really hard and pulls you aside, Ron, and he goes, Did Glenn kill Nicholas and Jody?
No. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm lying. But
Yeah, you know what?
Just my
I'm gonna
voice.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask somebody. Hey, Daryl.
Yeah.
Did Glenn kill Nicholas and Jody?
No, of course he didn't kill Nick and Joe. They turned into demons. It was wild.
See, your old man was telling the truth.
Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, Terry, you know your old man? He's a straight shooter. He always tells the truth. Most of the time. He's telling you the truth here.
Yeah. I'll take tells the truth sometimes. Straight shooter, I'm not 100% sure on, but yeah, okay.
I shoot any direction.
So Sparrow, who is on the front of the wheelchair with Walter, installing some like blades into the rims of the wheels.
shit,
Hell yeah.
He's like, so Nicholas and they're in like what demon world now, and from behind the wheelchair you can hear Lark say, "Oh no, Nicholas is in hell. Oh no."
Hey. No, Lark. What the hell, man?
Lark, that's not okay, buddy. You can't. You got to be more sensitive than that, Lark. We know you would. Come on.
And he just goes back to working. He doesn't even look up. He just makes a noise.
So you all want to like have some barbecue or should we get? I think you know what?
Yeah.
I'll get Are you all hangry? I'm hangry. I'm feeling a little hangry.
I'm not even hungry. I'm hungry.
You're hungry? All right, let's.
What is it?
Well, I was
Never
also
mind.
Hangry's hungry but angry. It's both.
Well, I was actually thinking. I got a bunch of the pieces I needed for this sick ass chariot you can see before you. I got them at a mall nearby, and I also saw they were selling some like magical items and stuff. I didn't know if you wanted to like. You could check out the mall if you wanted to get some more stuff. You seem like a little light on
A mall?
Yeah, mall.
Walter, what do you mean with a mall?
Yeah, Walter, I know my way around a few outdoor malls as a Christmas music guy. What are you talking about here?
Yeah, so there's a mall. She's very big. She holds a bunch of stuff on her. She's part of the Mall family. She's an orc named Mall. You know
See, I
what
knew it was going to be something. That's what I was saying.
M-A-U-L.
She sounds like a hot topic.
She's Forever 21.
Is she dangerous?
No. I mean, if you try to rob her, yes, but no. The Mall family is known far and wide as honorable merchants of reputable magical goods.
You might know her auntie Annie.
Or her uncle, Paul Blart.
Does she have a daughter, Miss Fields, and they make cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
Yeah,
That was like a
good one.
name.
Yeah,
That's
we're
a
all
name.
doing
I
it.
could think of a name in a mall too.
So yeah, that's something you could do. Or I mean, Swankery Hill is also not very far. If you did want to go get Ron's anchor, that is definitely something you could also do as well.
What can you tell us about Swankery Hill?
The Swankery Hill is pretty podunk. It's really just honestly a hill. So the fact that your anchor is there, I assume it's just buried somewhere on the hill or something like that. There's no town there. There's no nothing, just some trees and then a little hill that overlooks the trees. It's very, very bland, to be completely honest.
Why is it called Swankery?
Yeah, that sounds like it would be cooler than...
It was first scaled by Sir Edmund Swankery, and he named himself after it and thought he was really impressive. And he fell down and broke his neck, and they named it after him as a joke.
Okay?
Yeah. He went to live on a farm with all the other mountain explorers.
Well, that's good.
Okay, team. If you're not all hungry, maybe Daryl. I enjoy a good shop. Sometimes shopping is how I get. Maybe we should all just go shopping. Is that what y'all want to do? Will that make you all feel better?
Consumerism, material goods. Is that gonna do it for you? Would buying a thing in a pretzel help you feel better about your life?
Glad. You doing okay?
Yeah, I love malls. Let's go.
Okay, just all your family's gone. Like you're alone again.
Nah.
Is that Peyton or Walter saying that?
This is me, Peyton. Sorry.
Peyton, come over here for a sec, buddy.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Hey, Peyton.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just... Maybe you're not the one to talk to Glenn right now.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, no, hey, Peyton.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't understand. Loss? B, your dad who died, probably, or whatever you told me. I don't remember it, but I'm sure there's some part of me that still feels it. Thanks.
Peyton, you're trying. Peyton, I appreciate what you're doing with Glenn. I just think maybe Glenn's a little bit more of a sensitive soul. I know not everybody can be as tough as you are, buddy.
Nobody could be.
I know you're tough. I know you're a tough guy, right? You're a tough guy.
I'm a tough guy.
Glenn's he acts tough, but right now, I think constantly reminding him his family's gone is not the thing to do right now. So, tell you what, how about every time you think about something that you want to say to Glenn, you tell me, and I'll laugh because everything you say is funny. You just tell me, I'll give it a chuckle.
Yeah, truth is funny, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is that what I am to you, huh? Funny guy?
What?
Funny guy?
Yeah,
Like
I hear you
McCloud?
fucking amuse you. McCloud? Yeah, all right. No, you got it. You know what? This dad point goes to you, Daryl.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
No, you got
Thanks,
it right.
Ben.
You know who I am.
Henry goes up to Lark and Sparrow and says, Hey, boys. So it seems like we got a lot to talk about, and maybe there's like a sort of a food court at this mall or something like that. Maybe even just this once, we can break the old vegan rule a little bit, and you guys can have, maybe a pepperoni pizza or something like that. And we can all talk about what happened when I was gone. And I really hope we can all come together. Does that sound like a plan, kids?
Sparrow's like, oh yeah, absolutely. That sounds delightful, Father. And Lark, or his voice rather, from behind the wheelchair goes, got to finish working. He's not 30 suddenly. I have to finish working on this wheelchair for Walter, or else he won't be able to move. Currently, the axles are stuck. You could go out ahead. I'm going to continue working on this with Walter.
Oh, well, why don't I stay and I'll help you fix the wheelchair,
No,
okay?
this is a one Lark job. Thank you. No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you.
Lark, I know you're mad at me right now.
I'm establishing a boundary, Father.
That's healthy to have boundaries, but we all need to move as a group. It's not safe for us to all split up right now. And so we're all going to need to go to the mall together, okay? I understand you're mad. You don't have to talk to me, and that's okay. If you feel what you got to feel right now.
Let's have a dad huddle, just the four of us. Hey, Peyton, why don't you, I know you're dad, but why don't you be the dad that takes care of the other kids right now?
Hayden walks away going, kid, dad.
Hey, okay, so there's a lot going on right now. I think for right now, let's let the kids be kids. Henry, I'm sorry with what's going on with Lark. I think we know the situation. It looks like Walter can't move right now. I think just us as dads need to come up with what the game plan is, and then we will tell the kids what's going on.
That's a good idea, dude. I should have thought of that.
Okay.
What's the game plan?
Do you guys want to go to the mall? If we want to go to the mall or Miss Mall.
I don't know if we should bring the kids along.
We could also stay behind. We're good and hidden behind this waterfall.
Is that Peyton?
That was me, Walter.
Oh,
It's
Walter, wait,
Walter,
no,
man.
Walter, you can't be here because Lark's working on you.
No,
we're far away from you.
You're talking very loud.
Okay, sorry. We'll talk quieter. Sorry, kids. We'll talk quieter. We move farther away.
You turn and all the kids are looking at you.
We move farther away and talk quieter.
So I have two questions for the group. One, Ron, it's like this is your show up next, man. We got to go get your anchor, and that means we could be squaring off with Willie. So I just want to check in with you on that, and how you're feeling.
I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just
All
have
right.
a Dad's Day. Dad's Day.
Big day for everybody's feelings, huh? Woo!
A mall sounds like I've lost a lot of my weapons. I don't have pants on. Like a mall seems like gearing up for Willie seems like a good idea. So maybe we should go to the mall.
Okay.
I would really like to spend some time with my boys right now. I got to work through whatever's going on with Lark. I'm trying not to freak out right now, but I seem to remember one of those cards meant someone was going to hate me forever, and it sure seems like it might be my son. So I'm not feeling great about that.
The mall's safe. We can take the kids to the mall.
Yeah,
Let's do
so
that.
that's retail therapy, right?
Samantha said that there's nothing quite like retail therapy. I don't know what that means. But,
well, if a therapist says it's okay, then it's okay with me. And let's go. It feels like we're all in a let's not talk about our feelings right now, and let's just go. We'll figure it out over there.
And in terms of, I got this. I walk over and I go, hey, Lark buddy, let me see what's going on with that wheelchair. And without even waiting for him to answer, I just look at what's going on with the wheelchair. Like, how broken is it?
It's fine and has been fine the entire time.
Oh, wow, Lark, man. Wow.
Yeah,
you said it was going to take a while. It's already done. Good job.
Yep, just fixed it. Now fixed it.
All right, kiddos, gather around. All of us, dads, we're all your coaches. We're all a team. We're all coaches. I mean, we're the coaches. We are all going to the mall. Sound
oh
fun?
my God, we're going to the mall.
Run. Yeah, we're going to the mall.
I think what follows from this point is like a fun girls in the car headed to the mall montage.
Yes.
Except
Everybody's
everyone's
miserable.
Very unhappy.
Like the music's really yeah. And it's just a bunch of fucking sad people and
I so wish we had the minivan right now. I'm very disappointed.
Fucking Daryl's the only one dealing with anything healthily. What the hell is going on?
I'm just concerned about everybody else now.
I'm having a good time.
Oh, thanks, Ron. I mean, I don't know why I say thanks. It's not my idea. We all did this together. We're all a team. Good job, team.
So you come across a clearing where there is a very large, very beautiful orc next to a sign that says Mall's Mall, many things for many golds. And you can see a whole assortment of things. You see basically a bunch of stands set up that are all under the same tent. You see a stand full of clothes. You see a stand full of unusual magical items. Everybody give me a perception roll.
That makes sense because honestly, shopping's a skill. You don't always catch the good deals.
That's true.
It's true.
Damn. Oh my God. Listen, she's back in style now that she's actually holding the dice in her hands.
Back.
Yes,
What do you got,
Daddy.
Beth?
Okay, I got an 18.
16.
20 plus 4, 24.
22.
So everybody except for Daryl notices that one of the stands seems to have a couple of items that look overly familiar to you. They look like they might not have originated in these realms. They might come from Earth. In addition to that, there's also some other fun, magical, fancy-ass things. And the orc opens her arms and she goes, welcome to Mall of Things. How can I assist you? Would you like to try on some pretty things? Would you like to try out some pretty weapons? Would you like to punch me in the face directly and pay me 20 gold for the privilege? What would you like to do?
Hey, Payne, that seems like something you'd want to do.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go.
Wait, 20 gold?
Give me some gold. Give me some gold. Don't take that in front of my face and then take it away. Who's gonna give me the 20
You're
gold?
right. That's unfair. I should have thought about the price before I'd give her 20 gold.
20 gold.
So he goes, here we go.
Inflation is rampant in the Forgotten Realms right now. The Fed is not stepping in. The consumer price index is out of control.
So Payton cocks back his arm and he goes, all right, when you get to hell, tell him Payton sent you. And he rolls a 12, which is not enough. And he completely just whiffs. This enormous orc person, and he whiffs completely and hits the ground.
And then Glenn goes, like, can we get a refund on that?
No, she goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'll sell some final. I'm so terribly sorry.
Wait, technically it's to hit your, I mean, he didn't hit.
Oh, nope. You know what? This is a haggler. We got a haggler on our hands.
Like a light goes off. Haggler alert.
A bunch of autoballista come out from the stands and they point at you. So give me a persuasion roll.
That's a 2.
Because I said he could punch me. It's not my fault if he can't.
That's Walter.
Ooh, you're in a tough spot here.
I said he could punch me. I didn't say that he had to hit me. So that's on you. I can see you've got quite a amount of gold weighing you down. So if you want to just keep giving him until he can get it going.
Nah,
it's up to you.
sorry, Payne, buddy. That's on you.
No, I was so close.
Hey, Payne, you know what? Tell you what. No, I'll give you an allowance. How about that? Here's I give that to her.
Ooh,
Betsy,
that's
would you
a good
save up?
idea.
Yeah, would you save it? No, all the kids get it. That would be weird for just Payton.
Hey, yeah, do we want to talk about giving the kids a little allowance?
What's it called? Rich dad, poor dad.
All right, boys, I'm going to give you each 700 gold.
Wait, what?
And how much gold do we have? How
Don't
much
you wait. You already said 700, baby. That's good. I
All
like
the-
that.
A copper each. A copper each.
copper?
Yeah, every week.
Daryl,
How much?
Daryl, my son, my dad, if you try to hand me a copper, I will spit in that and then throw it right
How
back
much
at
is
you.
it gold?
I look at Payton and I go, I would never hand you a copper, and I flick it to him.
And he dodges it and he goes, you're going to
How's your
you have
last,
to do
buddy?
better than that,
Tell
baby.
you what,
So
you're one
insane.
less copper from punching her again. That's on you.
And he's looking at you all angrily, and he maintains angry eye contact as he backs up and then crouches and feels around on the ground for the copper and picks it up and puts it in his pocket, still looking at you all pissy.
I asked the orc, I'm like, hey, what's like a good allowance for a kid around here?
What, Henry, this is someone who charges 20 gold to punch him.
A good allowance? Oh, I would say, I don't know, 300 gold per kid probably. You said 700. Let's round it up to an even 700 gold per kid.
Most of the
How
kids
much
are
gold do we
slavery
have?
in this world. Yeah, how much gold do we have now?
We have 1,003.75 gold after Liz Warden taxed
Wow.
75% of it.
I feel like Liz Warden probably talked a big game about how she was going to tax us a bunch, but at the end of the day,
No,
we
she
know
took
taxes.
it. No,
right?
she took
If
it.
she was in charge, she taxed her. If she had a guy above her who prevented her from doing that, it'd be something else.
How about a gold a kid?
A gold a kid. You know, all right,
that's even.
here you go, boys. And I give each of them a gold. And I say, you buy whatever you want, as long as it's 1 gold. And, then we'll all go and then we'll all show each other what we got. How about that?
So Sparrow goes, that's an excellent idea. 1 gold, 1 gold. Let's see if we can find some candies, some sweet treats. Come with me, brother.
I go to the kids and I go, if you guys all give me 1 gold, I'll give you 2 gold later.
I lean over to Grant. I give him a dollar. I go, do not give Glenn your gold.
And I
Grant.
go, see, this is a investment opportunity. And if you
damn
act
it.
now, you'll be able to double your gold.
Sparrow's like, ooh, that sounds like a good, and then begins to give you the 1 gold, and then Lark just grabs his hand and looks at him and solemnly just shakes his head.
No takers? Oh, all right.
No takers.
Hey, what about Nick Jr.? Nick Jr. gonna get gold too, right? I give a gold to Nick Jr.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Starts nibbling on
I
it.
shoot a look to Daryl like, what's going on with the mount?
Do you want to deal with it right now?
I don't.
Right now?
Oh, hey, look at he's nibbling on it, little guy, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
He's chewing on it. Oh, it's so cute.
and he
Little
doesn't
nibbles.
get a dent. And I'm like, wait a minute, this gold is not real. No, it's real gold.
Don't worry, listeners. It's real fake gold.
Nice.
So yes, the kids group up and they sort of go off and start looking at the different booths. What would you like to do? You want to go?
They come back with like 1,000 airheads. Like, you guys remember airheads?
I fucking
AKA
love
the cheapest candy ever.
Yes.
I remember the drugstore like by my house. It was just like 10 for $1. I just did not care.
Airheads was definitely designed like they had like a Don Draper moment where they're like, gentlemen, kids opt to get $1 at Go to Snack Bar. We shall make a candy where they get 10 of ours, and we will always win. They don't have to taste good. They don't have to be particularly good, but
That's
they'll get
really
10 of them.
That's gotta be true.
Like big Jolly Ranchers sitting there be like, damn it, Airheads is fucking eating our lunch.
I like that they're called White Mystery, and so am I.
Okay, so in the clothing area, there's a whole bunch of cool, like, there's some armor pieces, but mostly it's just really nice, really decorative clothing that you can grab.
So here's the thing. You may have noticed me wearing these boxers that
I
say-
did notice that, yeah. I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to be rude, but yeah, not a lot of pants on you fellas.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm kind of cursed in a cool way. That's why my boxers say cool guy. So is there a pair of pants or anything, a kilt or a jumpsuit or anything like that I could cover up my legs with so they don't get so chilly?
Well, let's see. We got thigh-high socks. We got thigh-high boots.
I think we found our answer. Holy shit, we found the answer. Because if you can't do pants from the belt down, you can still pants from the ankles
All the way up to the crotch.
Glow up.
Yes, I would like, I mean,
You want to try them on first?
sure.
Wait, Ron, do you want to try on a bunch of them and we can tell you how they look? Like, you know?
Sure, yeah, okay.
So she takes you over to a little, it sort of looks like a porta potty, but it's big enough to get dressed in. It's just a dressing room, essentially, and closes the curtain.
You just say it's a dressing room, Anthony.
I mean,
No, because it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see if I can buy a surprise for everybody. How can I do that? I want to ask you without them all knowing.
I think you get to make up what you're buying them, and if I decide that it's too overpowered, I will say, no, you didn't buy that. You bought something else.
I just think while they're all trying on Ron's, I'm looking for a custom.
Is that what we're calling thigh highs now? Is
Ron's.
Ron's?
We need to start selling Rons.
Is there like somebody that like can like sew stuff?
Maybe you can beckon Maul over because everybody's distracted by the great fashion show that's about to happen where they're going to alternately nod their heads and shake their heads really irritatedly if it comes out in something bad like in a rom-com. So Maul goes, yeah, what do you need? I can definitely sew something for you. Let's go over here and you want to get some secret gifts to your friends. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Let's chit chat. And the audio fades out on that as you do whatever you're about to do. One montage of Ron trying on different Rons later. Actually, no, let's
Uptown Ron.
You know what happens? Maul comes to you with a big box that's got some Rons inside them, and you reach toward it, and he snaps it on your hands, and you go, like in Pretty Woman.
Okay, yay.
And then you take those.
Sorry, I'm deep into Google image search for thigh-high tube socks.
Do you realize what we've done? We have made it so that if we are ever at a convention, we will know if somebody is listening to our show from a mile away because they'll be the person walking on the convention floor wearing
The cool guy boxers and
No,
thigh highs.
they will be the person who is arguing with the security guard demanding to be let in to the convention.
Yes. What's it look like, Ron?
They look really great. Standard sort of American tube socks where there's the stripes at the top. But the only difference is they go up to my thighs.
Do they have the gold toe at the bottom?
Yeah, they have a little patch on the toe and a little patch on the heel. And they're even kind of off color like a lot of tube socks are. They kind of look like they've been around for a while and maybe like they're not new. Maybe they were in a drawer somewhere or whatever. But you know what? They look great.
They look great, Ron. You look fantastic in those. Hey, I was wondering, what do you have with like a lot of pockets? We have these things called cargo shorts in our world, and I'm trying to I feel like I'm losing touch with a lot of stuff lately, so psychologically, I feel like I want a lot of pockets on my pants.
Henry, I was thinking jeans. Now, you're right. That's cargo. We got cargo it up.
Do you do cargo stuff?
Also about my tube socks is that they have the little grip on the bottom.
Yes.
Like baby
Yes,
baby
I
shoes,
love
baby socks.
Yes, socks with grip, little studded grips so that you can't slide around.
I'm not going to be sliding anywhere.
Nice.
Certainly not in anybody's DMs. As you request cargo shorts, Maul the Orc shows you a bunch of skins from different fantasy creatures that have been murdered in, well, not murdered, not murdered, murdered in the skin
Meat
that had
is
natural
murder.
like pouches, like kangaroo type things, but they had like multiple pouches.
Do not have pockets in this world? I don't understand it.
No, absolutely not. You can tell that these things used to be very cute.
Okay, I'm wondering if you could do like a custom job for me. Do you see like this bag I'm holding? And I show like my backpack. Like, and I show it to the clothier. So could you make like a pair of pants that have like smaller versions of this bag sewn onto the pants? That's kind of what I'm asking.
As you're
for.
saying that, you can see the orc's jaw just drop lower and lower. And she grabs you by the lapels and she says, "You said that in my store, that means it's my intellectual property."
That's okay, as long as all I want in return is maybe a free pair of shorts in my size and then 2 smaller shorts for my sons.
Yeah, shut up. Yes, absolutely, yes. She grabs your Ron socks and then slowly rolls them off of you very carefully and goes, "Yes, pockets for everybody. Okay, give me 1 second." She goes into a little workshop that's behind the mall, and you hear like cartoon like hammering and nailing and like
That's how you make clothes.
Yeah, smoke's coming off from in the background. Yeah. You hear like train whistle and stuff. And she comes out and
Sweat dripping off her brow.
and she goes, "This is my finest work." And Ron, she hands you the exact same socks that you were wearing, but now there are 2 little pockets in the back that would rest right behind your knees.
Yeah, so making it impossible to sit.
So it's very difficult to sit if there's anything in them. Henry, she makes you some really nice knitted together leather pants. There is more pocket than not pocket on these things.
Damn.
Pockets as far as the eye can see. It's like a Rob Liefeld drawing.
Nice.
I get the kangaroo pants, by the way.
Yeah, you get the dead kangaroo. And then she also says, "And as Daryl requested," and Daryl, why don't you go ahead and tell them what they see?
Hey guys, I got us all uniforms. So I got polo shirts for everybody. They say doodlers and your last names. And how does the sketch look? I asked them to do a sketch of like the 4 dads, kind of like the Pep Boys logo. And you know, like big heads. Those guys are a goof. So I just thought like it would look great.
Can
so
you
like,
imagine? Can
Holy
you fucking
shit.
wrap your mind around like
Hold on,
not
I'm
thinking-
just-
I just rolled with advantage to see how good the Pep Boys logos turned out. She got a natural 20.
It's like, no, Mom, I don't want to look like the Backstreet Boys. I want to look like the Pep
it
Boys.
says Dad Boys, and there's like an ampersand hidden there, but just looks like Dad Boys.
I'm looking for something that says, "Cars like me, people love me."
And there's even one for Nick Jr. He made a little tiny one for the
Oh,
rat.
that is very cute.
Hey, thanks.
Wow,
Hey.
this is really swell, Daryl. Golly gee whiz.
Well, you know, we're a
look.
team. I just think, you know, we've done good. It's
Is
been
my
tough.
head this big?
No, that's what makes it funny.
Oh, okay. All right.
you can see Grant and Terry are like, "Ooh."
Here you go, Grant. Here you go, Payne. Put this bad boys on. We're a team, everybody.
It's like, hell yeah, everybody puts them on. They're super psyched, except for Lark, who
well,
uses-
I mean, they have to choose if they put them on or not.
Oh, I put mine on.
hell
yeah.
Oh, I put mine on, yeah. I helped little Nick Jr. with his on as well.
yeah, Nick puts
Hey,
his
Ron,
on.
you putting yours on?
Yeah, what does it look like again?
It's vomit green. It's a really ugly green.
It's a green polo shirt.
Um,
You know, polo shirts are those things that hold a really good graphic design.
Hey, Ron, everybody, it's got a pocket.
Fucking Anthony with this kill shot merch burn out of nowhere.
Okay, yeah, I put it on.
All right.
All right, so yeah.
That's the least happy I've heard you ever sound on this podcast.
I'm sorry. It's just
Sorry,
like,
fan art. We all look the same now.
I really liked Ron's like rumpled business.
You can
thing.
find an excuse to get it ripped or take it off
You
later.
take it off like 2 seconds later.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, Lark just uses it to clean off some grease from Walter's wheelchair. He does not put it on.
Was Walter wearing?
Well, Walter's like, "Oh, hell yeah." And he's like, "Oh, you didn't, I'm not on here. I kind of been defending your kids, kind of
Walter,
lost my legs defending your kids, and you didn't."
Wait, that's
Walter,
you
I
right
take
there.
off my shirt and I rip it in half. Walter, forgive me. And I bend down and go, however much it'll cost, I would like the same set of shirts with his face on it now. And I put down another like 20 gold. I say, just do it for me.
So again, hammer, saw noise, drill noise, a gunshot noise for some reason. She comes out and it's the same thing, but now Walter's there as well, and it looks great.
How good does Walter look, though?
Well, I'm gonna keep rolling with the 20 and say that Walter looks fantastic.
Well, now I have 2 of these shirts I don't really
Well,
like.
All right. It's okay, Ron. I know it's not everybody's style. I get it.
All
Put
right.
on the new shirt over the old shirt. Layered polos
Pants on pants,
from
shirts on
Aero
shirts.
Pastel.
So we all got clothes.
Yes, you all got clothes. There's also that booth that had things from Earth.
Yeah. The Earth booth.
Earth thing.
Well, Daryl didn't notice, so I have an excuse.
What? 10 pristine pairs of cargo shorts.
The sharper image. Oh, they made those massage chairs here.
Yeah, but the sharper image is where she keeps all of her knives.
Makes sense.
As you come to this particular booth that has a bunch of items, you can see,
Good for us.
bizarrely, good for us, You can see what seems to be a television remote control. What seems to be a beer koozie.
Daryl's eyes are so wide right now.
a dollar silver dollar coin. And then you see a boot with what looks to be like some sort of machinery attached to the heel of the boot.
Like Heelys? Are they Heelys?
Oh, man.
You could investigate them and
I
find
would
out
like
if
to
you
investigate all of them.
Okay. So if you pick up one of them and give me an Arcana roll to see if you can figure out what they do.
I'm going to stare hard. Oh, natural 20 plus 3.
Okay, well, with that, let's just say you know what they all do then. Okay.
Yeah, Glenn is a master of mall shit. Remember? Glenn
You
did
are.
a bunch of mall gigs. He's like, I know everything that gets sold in the mall.
Okay,
How
so
do we
these
know
are,
anymore?
Yeah. We don't know anything
When
about
did
you.
the lies end, Glenn?
These are 4 items that were submitted by our patrons.
Yay.
So the first one, the remote control, is called the Stick of Functions.
I'll show you a stick of...
Good for you.
I'll show you a stick that functions.
Nice.
So this item was created by somebody who credits themselves as Camerama Ding Dong III. Thanks, must be nice. It's a magical television remote that allows the user to utilize any remote functions you might see on a traditional television remote and apply them to a target, whether that be turning up the volume, muting a party member, or...
Holy shit.
And it says here in pausing time, but I'm going to go ahead and say that this is not a VHS remote as well. It is a TV remote.
I mean, TV's
DVR,
paused now.
yeah.
Oh, they do. You're right.
Welcome
Sorry,
to the
I'm
20th
stuck in the
century.
90s. The enemy has to make a Constitution saving roll higher than 13,
Pretty low.
which is pretty low, or they fall victim to the command for 1 minute. In order to use the remote, another party member must have it, and you must, in traditional dad fashion, ask, hey, can you pass me the remote, even if it's directly in front of you?
Can I check if there's batteries in it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
A 3.
No batteries.
I knew it. Too powerful.
You can probably find some ways to magically get some batteries together, but right now, it's not useful.
Batteries sold separately.
Batteries still separately.
Never the batteries in the remote. Fucking Grant was that? I'm sorry. Why did I say fucking?
What?
Grant-
Grant's over there looking at Cam.
Sorry,
He's like,
you're
what
right.
the fuck did I do?
Grant, where are the batteries for the... Oh, I'm sorry.
You put them in your controller in a Fortnite machine?
It's my Xbox. It's got an Xbox controller.
What the frick?
What the frick?
Okay, so you've got, and then the second item. Second item is from Mike Hicks. Thank you, Mike. It is the beer koozie of truth. You can add this koozie to any can, mug, stein, cup, whatever, and anyone who drinks from that vessel loses the ability to lie for 3 questions.
Ooh, that's so good.
That's me after
that's
3 or
good.
4
Nice,
Michelob
nice.
Lights, am I right?
Yeah.
And you're still gonna have to convince somebody to drink from it. The coin, this was just given to us by someone named Michael. Thank you, Michael. It's the all or nothing coin. It's a coin that can be flipped in place of a D20 roll. Heads is a natural 20, tails is a natural 1.
That's good.
That's very cool.
You can only use it once per long rest.
That's a cool
That's a
item
cool one.
idea.
Wow.
And the last one is
Can I use it to check if there's batteries somewhere in the store?
you'd have to buy it.
Can I use it to fix my relationship with my son?
You have to buy it. And a one that your son's gonna murder you. And the final one, the boot with the machinery attached to it, it was sent to us by Ryan Peterson. Thank you, Ryan. It is a single jet boot.
A single jet boot.
End of description. He described it more, but I think you pretty much know what a single jet boot would do. Okay, so
Why
yeah,
is it single?
because its intelligence is intimidating to men.
It's an incel, Beth.
It's an insole, Will.
An insult. God damn it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. It's the insole.
Insult.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah.
How much do they all cost?
The mall looks at you and mall says, these are magical, these are very useful. Clearly, each of them is going to be 300 gold. You'll notice there are
Is
4.
that really the price, or is it because you know we have 1,000 gold?
Little this, little of that, little this, little that.
Tell you what, all 4, 300.
You may be the worst negotiator. Go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage. That is a horrible haggle.
Buy the coin and then go all or nothing on a persuasion for the rest of them.
Tell you the coin for 200.
Make a persuasion roll.
Is that one disadvantage? Because it's just one.
No,
item.
it's a normal persuasion.
Yes, Glenn, you want to pitch in here, Mr. Persuasion Rolls?
No, I want to see if Daryl do
You
it.
know it's bad if I'm checking which one it is.
So it's a 6 or a 9.
It's a 6.
Okay, so she goes, 300. I like you guys. You probably just started an entirely new business, an entirely new style of clothing.
After we gave you cargo
Did
shorts.
somebody say business?
All right, 300. Oh, go
We should
Ron.
let the businessman
Ron,
negotiate.
what do you got?
We'll take it for 300.
Deal. She shakes your hand. She takes the 300 gold and hands you the silver dollar.
We
all
would
or
like
nothing.
to get all the rest of the items for you paying us 1,000.
All right, but that's a disadvantage.
Anthony choked
I want
on
to use the coin
Topo
on it.
Yeah, you
Chico.
can use the coin at disadvantage. You're gonna flip the coin twice, and you're gonna take the worst of the two because that's still insane.
Do it. Roll the bones.
All right, we do
Live
it.
large,
I want to
Daryl.
flip a real coin.
All right, hold on.
Does somebody have a coin?
Not only do I have a real coin, I have, as a result of doing fucking magic tricks, a real silver dollar.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
That is heads on
Is it
both
because I
sides.
asked? Is it because I
Is it a
asked?
trick thing?
Is it because I asked for money that's a disadvantage?
Yeah, it's one thing to haggle. It's another person to say, "Give me $1,000," and also that's robbery. What you were describing is robbery.
Daryl got hella greedy.
I got too greedy. Henry said he was so good.
The power went immediately to Daryl's head.
So heads is a 20, tails is a natural 1. You got to flip it twice, and if either of them are tails, it's a tails.
I have for my personal collection a 1885
Hell
silver
yeah.
dollar. Do me a favor, don't like flip it onto the floor. Like flip it onto the carpet, would you?
I'll flip it on and do the turn. You want to check it?
Yeah, check it. You can check it. You can check it. You can check it.
Okay, here I go.
Nothing
So
up my
heads is good.
sleeves.
Heads is good. If you get either of these or tails, it is
I
going
would
to be
argue
tails.
that tails is good, my man.
Man, nice.
Heads.
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 We've got heads.
You got one more to go.
I look at her. I'm like, I'm just saying, we're doing you a big favor taking these off your hands. These are a problem.
All right.
Heads. Oh, yes. So what do you think?
I did it my way.
Mom goes, well, when you put it that way. She goes, you know what? It's worth it for the patent on the pocket thing. Heck with it. Yeah, take them and take 1,000 gold. That thing that you clearly had so little of that you needed 1,000 more.
Fucking idiot, Anthony.
I get paid in 200 gold. I go, here you go, buddy.
Payton buys a gun. Payton buys a gun.
Oh, God.
Paul's like, make sure they lose it in this mall.
Anthony, you stupid idiot. You thought you could get us to lose money? Wrong.
God.
Dads always make money all the time.
Now, kids, when a windfall like this happens, you're still keeping $1 a week for allowance. You understand?
Except for Peyton.
Well, this is training. Look, if one of you come up with an extracurricular idea or something that you want to do, we'll pay for it. Don't worry about it.
You could start your own business.
Yeah.
We fucking
Crushed
this shit,
we
dude.
crushed this.
Speed run to Anthony's mall dungeon. Why did you give Peyton
No,
200
I didn't give it to him. I gave it to her. I was like, hey, let the kid get 10 shots at your face.
Oh, you're
Peyton's
you're
like,
paying so Peyton can.
You're allowing Payton to beat
So
the...
you robbed
Wait,
this
wait,
person,
so
and now
you-
you're
And then-
paying for a child
to beat a woman.
First
Yeah.
of all, I just want to make it clear. It's not some weird thing that she has a sign that says $20 to punch my face. I feel like it's pretty good. She's getting a lot of money for not doing much, clearly. So I'm giving
This
her back
is
200
fucking
gold.
Late capitalism in a nutshell is this guy just stealing money and then giving it to a kid to punch you in the face, and you can earn back a fraction of it.
So this is another item from our group. So Peyton goes, the punching thing. Yeah, sure. Are there any other items, like something a little more top shelf? Something
It's
that's
like
not
a charity. I can't give you money. You can just choose something else with it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ball. Is there anything that you've got that's maybe for the more discerning consumer? And Maul goes, I mean, there's the big angry metal thing that's not really useful. That's like basically is not good for anything. It's just a big metal, the JD. And he goes, oh, tell me more about the JD. And she goes, yeah, come follow me. And he
We
leads.
all follow.
No, she goes, you stay here. She leads Peyton into the back where her workshop is. And you hear Peyton go, I'll take it. And then you hear, and then a John Deere 1 Series 1023 subcompact tractor mower with a 22.4 horsepower.
Do you have another one?
Nope, this one's mine.
Do you have another one?
Nope, this is the only one.
Peyton, how much for it?
Hey, it's priceless. It belongs to me.
Take the money from Daryl. You've lost your money privileges, young man. You are out of control. Get it together.
So this was sent to us by Johnny Stanton. According to Johnny Stanton, the 102E John Deere has a speed of 10 feet per round.
Per round of husking.
It can be used by a creature with vehicle proficiency or a DC-18 intelligence check or someone who knows how to use it turning it on in the first place, which is what happened here. The vehicle is being used by a creature and enters the spec of another creature. That creature takes 5d10 slashing damage.
Oh my God.
It can also shorten a field of grass. So yeah, that's something that Peyton has now.
Hey, Peyton, don't you think maybe Walter would like using that.
Oh shit, that's actually a really good point. Walter, do you want my cool tractor? And Walter goes, well, I suppose I could combine it with my wheelchair design and make quite a behemoth if I could say so myself. And Payne's like, you know what? This is my gift to you for having such a cool voice and for sounding so distinct to me.
Payne, I'm really proud of you for that.
Yeah.
You know what? I think you deserve it.
I
You took all
also
my gold.
bought this gun.
Absolutely not, Daryl.
No. Under no circumstances. Look, until my dying breath, you will never step foot inside this John Deere tractor.
I think it should be very clear at this point that Grant is
Inside?
incredibly
How big
spoiled.
is it?
Yeah, Grant's the best PC. Daryl hired like 20 different people for bots to buy the new graphics card. For him.
Grant's true. Daryl went onto like a website to get the 3090 and he paid way too much for it.
Carol definitely comes back and like points at the credit card. Like, it's like, what have you been buying, Grant?
Great. Congratulations. You came out 800 gold ahead. You walked away with 5 items, one of which is a tractor, and 800 more gold than when you started. So congratulations on that.
Could I get a pretzel?
We don't. Sorry, we don't. Wait, what's a pretzel? She grabs you by the shoulder. She goes, what's a pretzel?
What secrets do you have?
It's a food that wraps around you like a snake.
Everybody around you, I assume, who's from
lean over and
Earth
go,
is like,
"Ron, what's
what
a
the
pretzel?"
fuck are you talking about?
That was beautiful, Ron. That's like the soul of a pretzel. It's like Emily Dickinson describing a hummingbird. It doesn't describe what it looks like, but you somehow described what it is. That's exactly what a
It's
pretzel
like
is.
the thing where the snake is eating itself, but it's dough.
The orc kisses you on the forehead and goes, right now we don't. One day we will.
I just realized I still have the thigh-high tube socks above.
Oh, how much were the tube socks?
Those are on the house.
On the house.
Those are presumably covered by the $1,000 I just gave you.
Do you have like wooden slabs or like any just wood? Just
What
wood,
the
just
fuck?
wood.
Wooden slabs?
Slabs? Like just big pieces of wood.
Like planks?
Yeah, like planks. That's
Yeah,
the
I've
word.
got some planks. That's how I build my stuff. Yeah, do you want some spare planks I
Yeah,
have?
can we just like make like 2 big wings on the side of the John Deere so we can all just kind of sit on the John Deere and just like slowly cruise?
So
dumbest fucking podcast of all time.
Walter's like, I could just build seats, and then she cuts him off and goes, no, I have 2 planks of wood that I can nail to the side of the John Deere.
And some chairs.
Could I have a
Some
plane?
wheels. There's like a slow moving ground plane with the seats on the wings. It's what it looks like.
Okay. That happens, but it also lowers the speed by half.
Okay, that's fine.
So we'll get to Swankery Hill in 20 episodes.
Yeah. So this thing's going at 5 miles an hour.
We're going to
How do
Swankery
you think
Hill.
we should get out of this, listener? How do you think we should end this episode?
Do you have any like fast motor things?
Walter's like, again, Swankery Hill is within walking distance. I can take the kids back to the waterfall area.
No,
You
Walter,
can take
you're
Terry
coming.
and
No,
walk.
no, Walter, you're coming with us.
We're all going together.
We all want to go to Swankery Hill. You sure?
We should
I
get
don't
closer.
wanna-
No. Oh, what's up, Ron?
I don't want to go.
Okay. You know what? We don't have to go.
Well-
Daryl just starts walking away.
Daryl,
wait. What?
hold on, Ron. What do you? I know it's real scary, Ron, but we got to think about. You got to get home to Samantha, man, and we're all going to be there. We're going to be right here with you.
But what if something worse happens and we don't get home to Samantha? Samantha, in our universe, sure dead anyway. And what if I can't save her or Terry?
Well, Ron, let me tell you, you figure out a way through it.
You really didn't.
Holy shit. Yeah, these records are better in person. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I guess, I'll try to do better.
I look so that Ron doesn't hear. Yeah, Ron, why don't you just think of it as like, look, if Glenn, you could do better than Glenn, right?
Yeah. Heck
Okay.
yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah.
Look, I don't know if that was a great thing to say to Glenn, but I don't think anything can be worse than losing our wives already. We got to try to get back to them. And it's
I
gonna
can
be,
think of a few things that are worse. Yeah.
Well, sometimes it helps to say your fears out loud.
Yeah.
It makes them less scary. So what feels worse than losing Samantha and Terry? Let's work on that.
Well, Terry and I, And I look at Terry and I'm trying to like play it cool, but also say exactly what I mean, which is like, Terry and I, we're on good terms now, and or sort of, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
And well, I love him. I love you, Terry. And so
Thanks.
if Samantha's gone, and what else would Terry have if not, you know?
That can happen. Again, I lost my dad, but Ron, like Terry loves you and Terry's proud of you because you're the sort of person that's gonna go and try to save Samantha and get us all home. Like he's proud of you.
I like you. Just, I mean, love. We're
Terry,
kind of.
Terry, hey,
all right,
buddy.
All right, no,
No, it's okay. Actually, you know, Terry, that makes it a lot better, actually.
Hey, you're welcome. I'm glad you.
She's like, if he doesn't love me, then he'll be okay. If things go bad.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Ron, man.
Guys, we need Samantha. That's the only thing Daryl can. I think we need a therapist. So Ron, I think more than anything, we gotta save and get Samantha because I think we all gotta talk to Samantha.
Sometimes when I think about Willie, I get so angry, and I don't know. Now we have all these cool weapons and stuff like that, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of a few different things. These things that I won't even say out loud. So they're pretty scary. Sometimes what scares me the most is how angry I am. Let's go to Swankery Hill.
Dungeons and Daddies is Matt Arnold as Daryl Wilson, Anthony Burch as our DM, Will Campos as Henry Oak, Beth May as Ron Stampler, and myself, Freddie Wong, as Glenn Close. Theme song is All Right by Maxton Waller. Courtney Theron is our content producer. Ashley Nicolette is our community manager. Chad Ellis provides additional editing. Robin Rapp is our transcriber. Additional sound mixing for the intro by Yee. Special thanks to Cameraman Ding Dong III, Mike Hicks, Michael, Ryan Peterson, and Johnny Stanton for items used in this campaign. Also special thanks to our patron Thumps for suggesting the palette cleanser of this episode. Those are just some of our Patreon supporters, and here's a few more. People like Ross Pitt, Asa Mimosa, Allison Davis, Alexander Sargent, Keegan Hebert, JD Rondeau, Eileen, Devin Suits, William Vinther, Dissident Love, Melissa Miller, Jessica Chandler, Don Quixote, DJ, Jboy32, Renee Greenia, Alex Widdison, Andrea Custer, Cameron Wetzel, Ben Waters, and Justin Pellerin. Hey, do you have plans for Father's Day? That's coming up. You know, why not spend the evening with us here at Dungeons and Daddies, because we are gearing up to do our first ever online live show this Father's Day, June 20th, 5 p.m. Pacific time. 2 ways to be a part of this historic occasion. If you're a Patreon supporter at any level, you'll be able to watch this for free, so don't even worry about buying tickets. If you're not, well, you can either join our Patreon at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads, or you can throw $5 at us for tickets to the virtual online event. You can find all the details on our website at dungeonsanddaddies.com. That's our website. Our Twitter is Dungeons and Dads. Our subreddit is Dungeons and Daddies. Our next episode is June 15th, so we will see you then.
There was a time when you could read between the lines. You know they never brought you down. Never brought you down.
Guys, really quick, I leveled up and I feel like I lost hit points.